And welcome to the Hyperdrive Season 2 pre-season race here at Spielberg, Austria, where we are waiting a few more drivers to join in. But when they do join, we will get underway with the final pre-season race of Season 2. It was Bahrain yesterday, we had a Div 3 one last week, and now we've got Austria tonight. So we've got an incredible race ahead of us, and we've got some very fancied runners here today. Let's just get the stream shared out so people can tune in. The drivers can tune in, I should say. Been very stressful inviting everybody, so. Okay, so stream is now shared out to wonderful Hyperdrive drivers. We've got 18 in. I think we're just waiting on our web to join. We're struggling to get in at the moment. Just gonna go fill up my water in case you guys ask for hydrations. Oh yeah, sorry Bobby, no MS Paint intro, unfortunately. But, don't know whether that means it's a higher budget or a lower budget, but still. So I think after our web joins, we'll get going because no one else is asking to get in, I think. I'm on a different account because one account I use for my racing, and then my other Xbox account I use for streaming. Because having them on the same one, like I'll have to keep switching between the Hyperdrive login and my login if I want to stream a race. So it's just easier with two accounts because I can do them for separate things. Like I don't race on this one at all; I just use it for streaming. So it's just easier with two accounts. Yeah, the MS Paint intro is an emu special, so. Yes, Tottenham are beating Liverpool, sorry, but let's go. So our web's still struggling to get in, so let's hope we can get him in before, but still. It's not looking great. But yeah, short quali and 50% race out of us. Yesterday I was no quali and was just a 50% race, which caused some carnage, but it was fun. Sliced bread, looking forward to this. So am I. So am I. think we are going to get going because our web cannot get in. So I've just told everyone to ready up, so we should get going soon. So people are now starting to ready up, it looks like. You're going to be lonely without me on try. Oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry I couldn't be there. Just, divorced parents aren't the greatest thing in the world, but hey, you got Humane to keep you company and Grizzlers in here as well, so them two might give you some challenge, but you'll be fine. Besides, I was lonely. I was lonely yesterday without you, Death Star. But if we go by that, then you'll probably win by 15 seconds, so it's kind of a win-win. So people are readying up and the countdown now has started. So we are about to get going. Now, get me some predictions in chat. Give me pole position and give me top 3 in the race. Also remember to be spending your points if you have built them up. Commentator's curse, hydration. I'm going to need a lot of hydrations from you guys because Austria with a full lobby is going to be very hectic. We got a Husky supporter in chat, King Gaz. Go on, Husky. Okay, so 30 seconds till the start of session. He's the only one from Div 3. Is he? I would have thought there'd be more Div 3s. I mean, I think Bobby's classified as Div 3 as well. Hello, Tyler. Chevy is also Div 3, that's right, Jano. Also, when we get going, also make sure the audio is all okay. Okay, so we have now got 18 minutes to determine the order of this Grand Prix. And we will wait who will come out first on track. 10 corners around Austria here at Spielberg, and it's almost a challenging circuit. It is very challenging to keep all 4 wheels on track, though. There's going to be a lot of invalidations through this weekend, and it might come down to penalties in the end. I see a car at the end coming out, and there we have it. It is multiplayer cars due to there being a glitch with equal cars, so yeah, it is a bit unfair. But Dreadude will be the first out on track. So like when we're riding on board and in a cinematic shot, just make sure audio's all good, guys. No, King guys, I didn't make them Div 1s slow last night. Me, Arweb, and Humane started last, second to last, and third to last, and we finished all in the top 3. So, that just goes to show. But we shouldn't get a mixed up grid this time. It should be Div 1s at the front and Div 3s at the back, unless something dramatic happens. Everyone coming out very early to get their laps in. But we will ride on board with Dreadude, and we'll take you through a lap of the 10-corner Austria circuit. So DRS enabled, the first of 3 DRS zones, making our way down towards turn 1, rising the hill and braking just after the 100-meter board. Missing the apex a little bit there, but on the exit, deploying the DRS again, and making our way down the longest straight on the circuit, climbing the hill up towards turn 3, a heavy braking zone. Into turn 3, clipping the curb a little bit there, but on the exit, nice, a little bit squirmy. But the third time, deploying DRS once again. This is a great overtaking spot down into turn 4, braking at the 100-meter board, shifting down to 3rd gear, second if he dares. Dreadude squirming again a little bit on the exit, but still making his way round into the hard middle sector of the fast left-hander, then into another fast left-hander, down to 5th gear. and winding his way around, keeping it in the track limits. Nicely done from Dreaddude. Now, round 2, fast right-hander sweeping through turn 9. And there's a kind of way, let's hope he doesn't get impeded. I think he does. On the exit, rounding the last corner, Dreaddude will come up to the line and he's going to set a 1:04.8. So we'll see what the rest of the grid have got to answer that. Tyler beats that marginally with a 1:04.8 as well. Who is the next to complete a lap? I think Jay is quite close to the line, so we'll keep with him. There's a car about to cross the line. I'm not sure who that is, but we'll see what it do. It was Haskey. He goes P3 for 1:05.9. Javo coming around the last corner. Ooh, that was close to track limits. Just about kept it in. He comes to the line with a 1:05.4. Will be next. Chevy Wolves quite close to the line, so we'll stick with him. Comet goes fastest with 1:04.5. Here comes Chevy Wolves, and that is a very poor lap, 1:16. Death Star goes fastest with 1:04.4, just 6 milliseconds quicker than Comic. The time's rolling in now. Bobby goes 5th fastest, 1:04.9. Who else is on a lap though? Let's keep an eye on Grizzler, because I think this race is going to be contested between the main runners. So you got your Death Star, you got your Grizzler, and you got your Humane. I think them three are the main quick guys here. Could see a surprise. Comic, we know how quick he is. We know Flov and NSO Burt are very quick from Div 2, so they could get in the mix as well. But Death Star, Grizzler, and Humane are the ones to be coming into this. Humane just about to start a lap. Grizzler also just behind him about to start a lap. He's quite close to the back of Humane. Does he want a bit of a slipstream around his lap? We'll have a see, but Death Star, like he has done for most of the season, 2nd place finish. Oh, as Ediat goes to P3 with 1:04.6, so good lap there from him. Div 2 driver, I think he is. As, Bobby's out the session. Bobby is out of qualifying, so it looked promising. He got P6, but he's now out, so Bobby will not improve his position and expect him to drop down the order. So very unfortunate there for Bobby, but from his driving standards, it might be a better thing if he's at the back. Flover's left the session. I'll invite him back. Invited Flav back. Hello, Jamie Hester. Hello, Tiger. Yeah, Jamie Hester. It would have been a good reverse grid. Ooh, Grizzle really on the limit there. I'll be exit, and he goes fastest for 1:04.3. Humane backed off on his lap, I think. And so Burt, he's not set a lap. So 4 drivers still yet to set a lap. I think Humane invalidated his. I invited Flav back so we can get him back in. Flav has joined back, so that's good to see. Make sure to be spending your points on whatever you want. Is Humane going for another lap? Or is he pitting? No, Humane going for another lap. So we'll keep with him. He's very low on fuel though, so he's cutting that quite fine. Still, Humane is going for a lap. Is anybody else currently on a lap? Grizzle's pitting. Tyler, he's on a lap. He's on a good lap, I think. 10th up through Sector 1. Rayson, you want me to commentate his curse Comic? It's naughty of you, but... So, Comic P3 right now, he's doing an absolutely phenomenal job. A Div 2 driver up there with the Div 1s. What an incredible job he is doing. He's going to absolutely destroy this field with how well he's doing. No crashes, dominating, winning by 30 seconds. Comic will be unstoppable. There you go, Rayson. I had 2 track limits in the last corner before starting my lap. Yeah, you don't want that. That's just unfortunate. Tyler, though, he's already gone to the line. He goes fastest. Or 104.2. Nice lap there from Tyler. One of the fastest in Div 1 we know. He could be up there with the likes of Grizzler, Death Star, and Humane. Speaking of Humane, he is actually pitted, so still struggling. Jeezy, he's on a lap. Flav coming out on our lap. Is anybody else foreign on their lap? Oh, well, speaking of fast, here is Death Star. Oh, and there's a lot of traffic there. He manages to get through. That's a very nice livery Death Star's got on, I must say. Still making his way around. Death Star gets through nicely. Purple middle sector. Can you tell me the audio's all okay in chat, by the way? Hello, Arab. Shame you couldn't get in, but there's connection issues. That was a very nice last corner there from Death Star. He's P3 now. What can he go? And he goes fastest by 4 tenths to Tyler. Death Star goes fastest, showing his speed. We know how quick he is. Jay backed off on his lap. A lot of people on out laps though. Comic has started a lap. Need a hydration. Yeah, a lot of people on our laps, and they should be crossing the line soon. They're on laps right now, so we'll see what they can do. Just at the comment though, who I've commentated cursed. Thank you, Tyler, for the hydration. Just did it. Comic, he's slightly down in his best time, so he's getting a good last sector if he wants to improve. That looked nice and clean. Let's ride on board into the last 2 corners. Ooh, nicely rotated through there into the last corner. Again, nicely through, a bit squirmy, but coming up to the line. He stays P4, so he did not improve his lap time, and Comic will stay in P4. He's at a purple last sector though. Who is on a lap currently? Sliced Bread is starting a lap. Bavish is on a lap currently. There's a lot of people coming into the line. Flov just went P7 with 104.9. And NSO Burt, another fast Div 2 driver, just went P6. So Div 2 drivers showing their speed in this preseason race. Well, NSO Burt and Flov both are going to be promoted up to Div 1 for next season. So it would be great to see them in the highest tier of HDR. What is Humane up to? He's still not set a lap. As I say that, he's about to start a lap. So let's keep with Humane here and see what he can do on his first proper lap. That is, unless he invalidates. Bobby's P9 after DNFing earlier. I'm still not sure what happened to him. Rising up to turn 3, it's a 16.0. I'm not sure what that compares to the rest, but we'll find out shortly. Might get a nice slipstream down towards turn 4. He does as well. I think that's Death Star giving him a slipstream. They must be on party together. It's a nice thing of Death Star to do. Humane making his way around nicely. We'll see what his middle sector's like with that slipstream. So 44.7. Still, it's a very clean lap from Humane so far. So where can the 4th placed man in the championship of Season 1 in Div 1 place his pink Alpine coloured car? He comes up to the line now. He goes P2. Death Star and Humane 1 and 2. It's an all Div 1 top 4. And Humane goes to P2 of 104.1. As Death Star, he's actually starting another lap. So Humane repaying the favour here and giving Death Star a slipstream now. So real teamwork between these two. But can Death Star improve his time? He might be on the same set of tyres, so he might be going for 4 laps in his qualifying session. So interesting strategy from Death Star. Grizzler went P2. Sorry, I missed that. Amidst Humane going P2, he displaced him in P2 of 104.0. Death Star though still up unchallenged up the front, and he might want to extend his gap just for. Oh, he's sliding round. Turn 6 though, that's going to cost him some time, and yeah, he's a 10th down his best time. It looked incredible, but it probably cost him time. He's squirmy again. Those old tyres not working for him as well as he would want to, so Death Star not going to improve. He comes into the pits and will surely change to a new set. Tyler, currently starting lap P4 right now. What can he do in the Alfa Romeo livery? The very nice looking Alfa Romeo livery from Monza. Climbing the hill. Tyler slightly up in his best first sector. He's getting it through nicely, it looks like. Four minutes left of this session to go. And Tyler, all he needs is a 2/10 improvement to get up into P2. Oh, and it's a very good middle sector. It's a purple middle sector from Tyler. Nearly 2/10 up, so it's a very nice lap from Tyler so far. Yeah, Death Star W probably AMG. But here comes Tyler to the line. He's on a good lap. Can he finish it in a great way? He can. He just jumps ahead of Humane by 12 milliseconds, so Tyler goes to P3. Yeah, AMG. It'll probably be a Death Star W. Maybe Grizzly can fight him, but. Yeah, you can join our web. I'll invite you and see if that works. There you go, I invited you our web. We're in the last corner, Tyler. Still. Dreaded, or Flav, I should say, just went P11. Oh, he's actually starting lap now, I should say. So a lot of people, I think, are about to start their last flying laps. Sliced bread currently on lap. G. Is that? Jeezy's backed off. Flav currently on lap. We'll stick with Flav because we know how quick he is from Div 2. There'll be a race and spectate Chevy. Chevy down in 17th. He is about to start a lap. Giano, do you want me to stick with Chevy for his whole hot lap, or... Oh, and coming out of last corner, he's going off a track still. Racing says it'll be a race and W. I'll pay you 10 quid if that happens. Getting on a curb. Chevy Wolves. Okay, spectating for a bit. There you go. Diano. Who is on a good lap currently now? Oh, Flav. Sorry, I missed that. Flav went P3. So improved by 9/10. That's a great lap from Flav. And it's 200ths of a second between Flav and Humane. So incredibly close stuff. Grizzly's got a 5-place grid penalty. So Grizzly, I don't know what that was for, but he's got a 5-place grid penalty. Oh, look how many cars there are. This is absolute traffic chaos here. As all, they're all trying to keep out of the way. He's come to a complete stop to keep out of the way of the traffic. What on earth is going on here? Idiot starting lap. Slice Bread's on a lap. Jeezy backed off. Dreadude's on a lap. But there's so much traffic. And I don't know where it's all coming from, but... We will watch the drivers come over the line. I can't see how much time's left because there's a yellow flag blocking it. Flav's gone onto the gravel. Death Star's starting a lap. So we'll keep with the man on provisional pole to see if he can get himself more of a buffer. And he's a 10th up into Sector 1, so he can improve. You can always improve. So 1 minute left in the session, and just about saw that. So this will be the last laps of the session. Tyler's in the pit, so he will not come out for another lap. Comics just started a lap. A lot of people on laps right now. Bert, Grizzly, and Humane on an out lap. Grizzly has a 5-place grid penalty, so do remember that. I don't know what it was for. But Death Star... Death Star's backed off. So I don't think he has enough ERS to go again. He invalidated. He might have enough ERS to go again. I think he's going again, but I doubt he'll improve. So I think that will be Death Star's last time. Comic, though, he's on a lap. Humane, he's on an out lap. Is he going to make it to the line in time, though? No, Humane's not making it to the line in time, so Humane only P5 at best. I'll just invite you now. Okay, I don't think I can invite you through Xbox Web because I don't have you added on Xbox. I can only invite you through EA, so that's the best I can do for you. Jeezy, he's on a lap currently. He went P7, so that was actually a good lap there. Is Jeezy improving? He's not improving, no. So this might be the provisional grid. Unless anyone's making any drastic improvements. Bandonar's not improving. Chevy Wolf's not improving. Husky's on a lap currently, so I think he'll be the last one to set a lap. Oh, and just as I said that Death Star couldn't go any quicker with that low ERS, he just proves me wrong. Death Star goes to P1. Well, he was already in P1, but extends it by over a tenth. He's 2 tenths ahead of the field. Death Star showing his speed here at Austria, and unless he's got more of a quali base setup, he really does look unstoppable. Let's cut back to Husky. Husky's in a pit, so Husky did not improve. So that is the grid for you. Keep in mind, Grizzler is going to be starting P7 because he got a 5-place grid penalty. So your top 10 is Death Star, Flov, Tyler, Humane, Comic, G-Eazy, then Grizzler, Idiot, Sliced Bread, and Dreadude. Great qualifying session there. It is Death Star, who looks unstoppable at the minute. And he says he ran out of fuel as well, so just adding to his dominance. And unless Humane or Tyler or Flav can do something about it, this could be a very lonely race for Death Star. I'm sorry, I won't be there to challenge you if it is lonely for you, Death Star. But yeah, what a qualifying session, and we have still got a 45% race ahead of us. So that is your grid. I'll scroll down just in case I need to get results. Husky is last, 2 seconds between the whole grid. Think I've sorted out my setup. Okay, that's good to hear. Sliced bread, P9. It's actually quite a good start for you. But yeah, Death Star 2 tenths clear of the rest. 3 tenths technically if you classify Flov as P2. So yeah, if he gets away out of turn 1, it could be game over. Formation light will be on, so let's hope the drivers remember how to park in their grid boxes. And it is very cloudy. It is very cloudy. Whether it's going to rain, I'm not sure. If someone in chat could let me know whether it's going to rain, please do let me know. Like if one of the drivers can type in chat what the weather's doing, please do let me know. It's not going to rain, Racing. Okay, thank you. So it's either just going to stay cloudy or be sunny at the end of the race, but it's not raining, which I think many of the drivers will be relieved by. 18% chance of rain, so yeah, very, very unlikely. So I think most drivers will be happy that it is dry. I don't think anyone's readied up early, which is good to see. Oh, I mean, as I say, I can hear the beeping noise, so somebody did ready up, and we are going to get going. Now, during the formation lap, give me your predictions. Tell me your top 3. Hello, Pablo Chidini. And first of all, we need to check what tyres the grid is on. So, top 4 all on hard tyres. Comic and Jeezy on mediums. And Grizzler and Idiot on hards. Then Sliced Bread, Dreaddude and Bert on mediums. And then another 3 on hards. Down but down Bobby and Ghost on hards. And then the rest are all on mediums other than Chevy Wolves on hards. So it's pretty much an equal mix between the hards and the mediums. So it's going to be interesting to see how long the mediums are the fastest for. Dreaddude says 1 Div 2 driver on the podium. Are you hinting it yourself, Dreaddude, or? I mean, I think that is quite likely. Are you classifying that, Dreaddude, as Div 2 last season or Div 2 this season? Because like people like Flov and NSO Burt, they were Div 2 last season, but now they're Div 1, so might not count. Comic though, I think he's Div 1 this season, I'm not sure. You're rooting for Sliced Bread. Okay. I mean, he is a rookie, I'm pretty sure. He's P9 starting on a medium, so it'll be good to see. But the one to beat is Death Star, who arguably the fastest driver in the league. He's gotten pole by 2 tenths. Yeah, this race is going to be hectic. I mean, it's Austria full grid. So, yeah. And you know there's going to be track limit penalties because Austria is such a prominent track to get penalties. But we await for Husky. He will be the last one to line up. Squirming around to get some heat into his tyres. We've got pretty much a full grid, and we are waiting Husky to line up. Idiot and Sliced Bread have been disqualified, so that's going to put them back a few centimetres off their grid box. Bavish also got disqualified, but Husky is now lining up. So we are awaiting 5 red lights for the Austrian preseason race. And it's lights out. And away we go. There's 2 drive-through penalties. Took a bit of a while. And okay. It's done the glitch again. Safety car as soon as the lights have gone out. And it's done that annoying glitch. Of course it has. It did this yesterday in Bahrain where there was a virtual safety car as soon as the lights went out. And now it's doing it here. Safety car is deployed straight as the lights go out. And we might have to revert back to no safety car if it keeps doing this, because this is just ridiculous. But I did see a few people get drive-through penalties. Ghost and Husky got drive-through penalties for jumping the start. Maybe they didn't expect to be held on the line for that long. But still, the order is pretty much the same. I don't think many people gained positions. Comic actually got Humane somehow. And Grizzler got G-Easy. Ghost got 3 positions after jumping the start. But yeah, there were a few changes. InBev safety car was deployed straight away. So yeah, interesting to see there. But yeah, we might have to contemplate turning the safety car off for the actual season because we can't let it just keep. We can't let the safety car just keep deploying as soon as the lights go off. So, oh, as Jeezy swapping positions with Idiot, I think that was. Death Star, let's hope he doesn't crash into the back of the safety car this time, and he doesn't, thankfully. Let's hope nobody does as they join up to the back of it. I think we're all behaving themselves. Oh, and somebody pitted. So Husky pitted. I don't think he knows that you can't serve your drive-through under the safety car. Oh, and he's crashed on the exit. Did he break his front wing in that? It looks all fine, so he might have gone away with that. Husky, I think he was hoping to serve his drive-through, but he's going to have to wait till we get green flags running to serve that. So, Husky not having a great start. But yeah, this safety car glitch is very frustrating. So, I don't really need to hydrate if you want to. Husky doesn't know. Yeah, that can be a new song, fair enough. Ooh, we got some action in the pit lane as... Oh, and I don't know how that's happening, but... Oh, I thought they were in the pit lane, sorry they weren't. Jay has got a... Oh, there's a lot of changes going on. So, Idiot and Jeezy are battling. Jay and Rayson have got a 5-second penalty. What is Idiot doing with Jeezy? It says a... Thank you for the hydration, Pablo and Arwa. So we should get racing this lap, hopefully. Well, let's hope it doesn't get redeployed. The safety car. Safety car in this lap, so we will get racing. So we're right on board with Flaw as he awaits when Death Star will go. Death Star will probably... Oh, racing's out of the session. Oh, there's been a big incident about that there. I think we're going to keep going though. The racing is out. There was an incident at the back. Racing's left, so... he said he was going to win. He's now the first to retire, so that's ironic. But Flov, awaiting when Death Star will go. Death Star probably prefers the fact that he's got a rolling start instead of a standing start, because there's less chance Flov is going to get him then. But when he's going to go, he's keeping to the racing line. No sudden movements from Death Star. He's going to wait till the very last moment to go. Coming out the last corner, still really waiting till the line to go. As now he gets on the power, and now we go racing again. Austria, there's a kind of pit lane. They're already wheels to wheel and down the straight. As here we look to Comic trying to have a look at Tyler. He's backing him into turn 1. They give it a contact. Humane trying to capitalise as well in the back. And now they're burning all the ERS down towards turn 3. As they make the climb up the hill is Death Star from Flop, from Tyler. As Comic really putting pressure on Humane. On Tyler in front, I should say. Down the inside he goes into turn 3. Humane looking behind him, trying to capitalise. Humane wheels to wheel with Tyler on the exit. Just tucks in to the back. Heading down into turn 4. Is battling behind as Jeezy goes wheel to wheel with Grizzler. Heading down into turn 4. Wheel to wheel Jeezy with Grizzler. Humane battling up here with Tyler as well. Tyler trying to get back at Comic. As here comes Tyler to the outside. That could get risky. As Tyler nearly going off and trying to go around the outside. Running on board with Humane. Can he try and capitalise? No, they're still wheel to wheel. Comic has to concede to Tyler. Brilliant move there from him. Oh, and there's a bit of collision. Flov spinning to the back. What on earth happened there? Flov is spun round all the way to the back. He was P2. He is now plumb last. But it is now Tyler in P2. He's still under pressure from Comic now. Heading down into turn 1. Can Comic try and capitalise? We're right on board with Humane and Grizzler, who are also right behind this battle. Death Star absolutely bolting away up front. As they make our way round the first corner. Who's going to be burning the ERS? It's Comic right behind Tyler. Is going to shake for a move heading into turn 3 up the hill. Who wants to make a move? Humane defending from Grizzler. Jeezy trying to go around the outside. That's audacious. As Humane has a look to the inside of Comic. Who Comic just stays ahead. Jeezy wheels to wheel with Grizzler. Grizzler now on the inside of Jeezy into turn 4. Can he stay ahead? Jeezy trying to hang it around the outside. Grizzler just holds on to P5. Making our way around turn 4. All this squabbling allowing Death Star to just cruise away up at the front. He's squirming around though. Gets on the gravel a little bit. Don't want to be doing that. But look at this battling. Humane all over the back of Comic in front of him. As look how close it is. It's a huge train here. From P2 to PA. All battling. As, oh, look at all this carnage. But all nose to tail. It's like esports. Heading around the last few corners. It's Tyler who leads the field. But for how much longer will that be? We have got so much battling awaiting on lap 6 here. Death Star sets fastest lap. 3 seconds his gap is. Comic just holding behind, awaiting his chance to get ahead of Tyler. But now DRS is enabled. Is Tyler going to fight Comic? Here comes Humane to the outside of Comic. As Humane to the outside of both of them. Comic just holds behind. Humane round the outside. Tyler trying to defend. Comic trying to go round the outside. Tyler just holds to P2. Grizzler now on the inside. Can Jeezy try and get Grizzler back? Look at all these cars, nose to tail, as heading down the straight. Here comes Humane trying to get back at Tyler. Heading into turn 4. Can he go around the outside? No, he just stays behind as Grizzler hits back a Comic, trying to get ahead of him. Tyler still holds on to P2 somehow. Jeezy right behind Grizzler. Dreaded and Sliced Bread trying to capitalize in P7 and 8. All these cars in the battle for P2 in this race. They're all nose to tail, and it's still Tyler in P2 at the moment. But Humane is looking feisty. Wants that P2 as now he's trying to have a look to the outside turn 9. That's risky. Tyler's going to make himself at a cute angle as it's the last corner. He's holding them up a lot. Comic trying to get ahead. He now goes off the track. There's still no track limit penalty, so they've done well there. But here comes Grizzler now to the inside of Comic. It's turn 1. Does Humane want to shake for a move into turn 1? Tyler cuts him off as now Humane spins him round. Tyler spun round to the back of the field. Grizzler now and Comic, they're 3 wide heading up to turn 3 as Comic on the inside. Grizzler in the middle into turn 3. Who's going to come out ahead? Humane on the outside. Comic on the inside. Grizzler's lost a lot of positions. He must have gone wide. Jeezy up to P4. Humane now P2. Can Comic try and come back at him though? To the outside of the Alpine. Comic now makes contact with Humane. Jeezy now on the inside. Dreadu trying to capitalise. Sliced Bread up to P6 as he's now wheel to wheel with Sliced Bread. Sliced Bread making contact with Dreadu. Dreadu hangs it around the outside of Sliced Bread and he will just hold on to P5. Grizzler trying to make his way back up the order as he's now pushing Sliced Bread. Round turn 8 it looks like. As now he's down to P7. I don't know what happened. There was so much battling up to P3, but still this lot right on the back of each other. It's all squirming around there. Jeezy trying to put pressure on Comic in front. Humane's got a little bit of a gap, but not enough to break DRS. Heading down into turn 1, Jeezy putting pressure on Comic into turn 1. As Grizzler has got ahead of Sliced Bread, trying to make his way back up the order after his poor qualifying. But now, can Sliced Bread come back at him? But we look to the front, Jeezy really putting pressure on Comic. Can Comic put pressure on Humane? As is Humane just going to hold on to P2? It looks like he is at all staying single file. Apart from Grizzler, who now spins round. G-Easy. They've both lost a ton of time and positions. Sliced Bread now up to P4. Dreadu still battling with him. As Comic now, he's putting pressure on Humane. Nearly hits the back of him. Dreadu trying to get ahead of Sliced Bread to the inside. Wheel to wheel on the exit. Can Dreadu get ahead? Yes, he can. Idiot up to P6 now. Edison put up to P7. But Grizzler spinning around G-Easy and Tyler down to P10 is causing so much carnage here. Humane's got a bit of a gap to Comic, but he's still only P2. Meanwhile, we're barely seeing them all race. Death Star, 5 seconds, clear the rest of the pack through all their battling. But we cut back to Sliced Bread, really putting pressure on Dreaded in front. Idiot also right behind them, and also the Div 2 champion. Trying to put pressure on them. It's all with really barging wheels now. Sliced Bread up into P4. Can Dreadu hang it around the outside? Does he want to fight it? On the exit, can he get the switch back? He's now got the DRS. So Sliced Bread, he's got no battery left. Here comes Dreadu to the inside of him now. And he will take back that P4. Tactical play there. From Dreadu heading down into turn 3. Does Idiot want to have a look down the inside? Yes, he does. Riding on board with the red car. On the inside, just stays behind Idiot for now. But just stays behind Sliced Bread now, who's actually trying to come back at Dreadu. And down in turn 1, does he have one up? To the inside, yes he does, down the inside, locks up a bit. Can Dreadu get the switch back? No, he can't. Gets a snap of oversteer. As Dreadu still putting pressure on Sliced Bread, just stays behind. Idiot making his way around turn 5. Does he want to put pressure on Dreadu? Bird just waiting in the wings to capitalise. Jeezy, he's catching back up to this pack after his incident with Grizzler, who isn't too far behind either. Comic just keeping with Humane for now, but that gap may come out soon as I say that, Humane gets a 3-second time penalty. So, that is the first track limit penalty we have seen today, and that will be the last. Idiot heading down into turn 1. Who is going to shake for a move? There's a spin at the back. Does Idiot want to go down the inside? Just stay behind now. Trying to force Dreadu into a mistake. But now, look at this battling. All of them battling. 4P4 on track now. Heading down, up the hill. Does Dreadu want to shake to the inside? I'm nearly making contact. As Idiot now, just behind. And so Bert trying to shape as well around the outside. Jeezy just behind them as well. But we cut back to Dreadu, who's burning his ERS now to get ahead of sliced bread, heading down into turn 4. Jeezy ahead of Eneso Burt. Idiot washing in the wings as now the spinner of sliced bread into turn 4. Spun around, losing a ton of positions. Jeezy battling with Eneso Burt. Can Eneso Burt hang it around the outside of turn 6? No, he just has to tuck in for now. Grizzler also trying to get back at him as well. But sliced bread, after running so well, is now down to P11. Can Eneso Burt come back at G-Eazy? G-Eazy's nearly lost DRS as Comic. He also gets a 3-second penalty down the inside of turn 9. That's risky from Eneso Burt. He just has to stay behind for now. Idiot now. He's the one putting pressure on Dreadu. As he's down into turn 1, does he want to shake for a move? Yes, he does. He's not going to get the DRS, so Dreadu forced him to the inside. And he into turn 1. It will be Dreadu now with the DRS. He also gets a 3-second penalty. Idiot gets beached on the curb. As what's up to Grizzler? Grizzler's coming to a pit. Jay has left the session because he's DNF'd. Eneso Burt, he's now looking at the back of Jeezy. Jeezy got back past the lap before. As Comic is now, he's lost a bit of touch to Humane. Death Star still lonely up at the front. He's actually catching up to a lap car, I think that is. Yeah, Babish, so he's going to lap someone, he's that quick. But yeah, it's been brilliant racing. Idiot, he also gets a 3-second penalty. So second down to 5th, all with 3-second time penalties. I should double tap the tyres. So maybe the mediums are starting to drop off. Maybe that's why Comic is losing touch to Humane in front. But this battle for P4 still rages on. Idiot, G-Eazy, and Eneso Burt all part of this battle. We'll stick with the Idiot, who is looking to get ahead of Dreadu. Dreadu on those medium tyres, maybe pulling off. Nearly made contact at the last corner. Dreadu burning his battery a bit. I think Idiot's going to play it smart this time. To the inside of turn 1. No, just hold behind. He wants a DRS. It's turn 3 is now Idiot really pressuring Dreadu. They're both burning the DRS, but here comes Idiot to the inside of the green car. Idiot takes P4. Is Dreadu going to fight it back? No, just stays behind. It's turn 3. He's now going to get the DRS down to turn 4. Can G-Eazy try and get ahead as well? Eneso Burt just waiting in the wings to see if they crash into each other. But Dreadu, he's now got the position back. He's really playing this tactically. Can G-Eazy now try and get ahead? No, just stays behind. But now with the switch back, oh, he's got the corner though. Idiot trying to get him back, just stays behind. Can someone give me a hydration, because this is really draining. So many battles across this field. Jeezy just staying behind for now. Idiots. He's still behind the green car of Dreadu. He really needs to clear this car if he wants a chance to catch in the top 3 in front. All this battling is not going to help his race. Tyler, after dropping down, he's trying to catch back up to this pack. But still, this 4-car battle rages on. Into turn 1. Does Idiot want to go down the inside? Yes, he does. That's aggressive. As Dreadu now goes off a track. Heading into turn 1. Can Idiot now capitalise? They're nearly 4 wide. He's down into turn 3. That's risky. As G-Eazy now on the inside. On the outside, I should say. Dreadu on the outside. Idiot went back down the inside. He's forced him off again. As now G-Eazy trying to get back ahead. Dreadu now. Still trying to get back at Idiot. Is he going to go back down the inside? Yes, he is. Does he brake too late, though? Can Idiot get the switch back? No, he can't. He's under pressure from G-Eazy. G-Eazy now on the inside. He gets up to P5. Now it's his turn to have a go at Dreadu. Heading round the middle sector. Brilliant battling here. Riding on board with the golden car. Still, it is Dreadu somehow holding on to that P4. But now, can G-Eazy shape for a move to turn 9? Look how slow he's going. In fact, keep pushing him round these corners. G-Eazy, he's scared. He's going to get into the last corner. That's risky, but he's going to do it. G-Eazy up to P4. And now on the exit is G-Eazy actually now with the DRS. He's ghosting inside of each other. Idiot says, thank you very much. I'm going to get both of you. As now G-Eazy goes off a track now, trying to stay ahead of Idiot. We're heading down into turn 3. This battle still not over. Idiot under pressure from G-Eazy behind. G-Eazy to the inside of turn 3. Idiot moves a little under braking. And so Burt trying to go down the inside of Dreadu. Dreadu spins a little bit. Idiot P5. G-Eazy P4. As heading down the back straight. This lot is catching up to his fight. Dreadu has got back ahead of Idiot. Can Idiot hang it around the outside though? Is Dreadu going to give him a room? Idiot goes on the gravel though. And he's going to have to concede to a car in front. Oh, is he though? Because they make it more contact. Idiot now to the inside of Dreaded into the last. Oh, that's risky. Dreaded somehow holds on to that P5. And so Burt waiting in the wings. As look, Banana John is dragging this lot up to the back. The Death Star's giving me a hydration, even though he's racing, so credit there. Thank you for the hydration, Death Star. You must be quite lonely up front there. But the battle behind you is incredible. As now, part 5, whatever part it is, for the Dreaded Idiot battle instead of Burt. He decides to go down the inside of both of them into turn 3, making a bit of contact. Dreaded hangs on to P5. Idiot wheel to wheel with Venuso Burt. Down Banan, he's now trying to get ahead of Burt on the exit. As here comes Tyler now to the inside. Down Banan to the inside, running a ball with Tyler. They're wheel to wheel into turn 4. Banan down the inside of Burt. He's a bit squirming the exit though. That allows Tyler to get him on the exit. Sliced bread after he had a spin. He's now getting back up the order. Down the inside of Banan John. Can he get ahead? Yes, he can. He's up now. He's a P9. John Banan's trying to hang it around the outside. Just stays behind. But somehow Dreadu just hung on to his position. But he's finally now going to pit. Oh, that's going to be bad. Idiot pushes him on the exit. Maybe he got wing damage from that. But now squirming around. More contact. And so Burt trying to get ahead. Bat now leaves it vulnerable to Tyler. Now they're nearly 3 wide. It's turn 1. Sliced bread on the outside. And so Burt back into the night. Sliced bread goes off the track. Tyler P6 now. He's now having a look at Idiot out front. And so Burt now wheels to wheel with Banan Don. They're 3 wide up the hill. Heading up to turn 3. Banan ahead now of Sliced bread. And so Burt is down to P9 after that contact. Maybe he's got wing damage. But Tyler now, after having that spin, he's up to P5. Incredible racing here at Spielberg. And it seems to have spread out a little bit, so maybe I can calm down. Death Star, you said this is fun. I mean, I don't know how you're typing while watching, but yeah, fair play. You missed a lot. If you want, you could slow down and have a bit of fun with them. Yeah, sorry it's a bit lonely up there. But the battle's still not over. Banan John gets back ahead of Idiot. And when will we start to see people pitting? Comic now. He is pitting from 3rd place. Does he want to try and undercut Humane? Jeezy also pitting. Anybody else pitting? Sliced bread and or Idiot and Ursa are both pitting as well. So this is where strategy starts coming into play. Tyler and Banan John up to P3 and 4. Sliced bread up to P5. Comic, the highest placed person to pit so far. Is he going to come out ahead of Chevy Wolves? He's close to a wall there. Comes out behind Grizzler, and he's just ahead of Chevy Wolves. So he's got a nice little gap there. But he will have to overtake Grizzler, who has actually pitted very early. I don't know if he's going to be able to get to the end on those tyres. But Grizzler pitting early. Top 5 still are yet to pit. As Humane gets another 3-second time penalty. So he's really cranking up the warnings here, so that could be vulnerable. Speaking of warnings, Death Star's race finally has something bad. He gets a 3-second time penalty halfway through, but that will not affect his time whatsoever. As Humane behind, he's got even more penalties than him. So Death Star absolutely chilling up the front. Banan John still close to Tyler. Now, I don't know how long these two are going to go for until they pit. They stay out. Sliced bread does not stay out. He's coming into the pits to get rid of those mediums. Oh, and it's a virtual safety car. So this is going to seriously help us. Flov's had a spin. Flov's broken his front wing. Now this is going to really help Sliced bread, who's coming to the pits as a virtual safety car got deployed. So I think he might jump Dreaded, if I'm not incorrect. Yeah, look, coming out the pit lane. Sliced bread is going to jump Dreaded. So that's going to gain him a ton of time through the pit lane. As if a virtual safety car comes out, stays out for long enough, these drivers are surely all going to pit. Oh, as it did not stay out. Grizzler got a drive-through penalty. Haskey got a drive-through penalty. Comics got ahead of Grizzler. So Grizzler's race goes from bad to worse. So, the virtual safety car didn't stay out long enough for the drivers to come in. So that has really helped Sliced bread in this race. But yeah, what a race we've had so far. Incredible scenes. Banan John still just staying behind Tyler for now. Or does he want to shake for an overtake? He's very close. Going down the main straight. I think he's just happy staying behind for now. As Grizzler's come into service drive-through, so yeah, really poor. His race is going. Chevy Wheels goes off the track. But yeah, sliced bread now up to P7. And he could be into a net P4 after all the pit stops, because he's ahead of G-Eazy. As now we look to this battle. Grizzler, very close to Dreadwood, and we know how close, or we know how hard Dreadwood is to pass from this race. So Banan John losing touch to Tyler a little bit, so maybe he's going to want to pit now. Death Star's coming into the pits. Humane has stayed out. So where is Death Star going to come out? He should come out in pretty easy P2 as Tyler comes into the pits. Banan John stays out. So it's going to be interesting to see where Tyler comes out. Comic sets fastest lap of the race, and he's still behind Banan John on the exit. I don't think he's fighting it, Banan John. So Comic now up to P3. So Comic will undercut Humane, so it is quite a feisty battle for P2. Idiot just set fastest lap, 1 in 6.9, that's pretty rapid. But where's Tyler come out? He's come out in P9. So let's just check tyres. Oh no, not stops. So situation with tyres is, oh, wait a sec. I think somebody just had a spin. Oh, I'm not sure. Humane come into the pits for race leader. He should drop behind Comic, if I'm not mistaken. But these are the tyres. Yeah, sliced bread. The strategy really working. But Tyler is the highest place runners. We run over with Dreadwood, wheel to wheel with G-Eazy. G-Eazy has got ahead of Dreadwood, but we know how hard he is to pass, so maybe Dreadwood can come back this lap. He's very close, so does he want to try and retake that position? Bobby's got a 30-second time penalty. I haven't really seen Bobby this race. And down the main straight, they're both burning the battery to try and stay ahead of each other. Dreadwood really wants that position back, heading down the main straight. Both burn the battery. Is Dreadwood going to go for a lunge? No, just stays behind for now. Scrolling around in the exit, he's behind. So Humane's now got the chance to catch up to Comic, but he has got more penalties in him, so that is crucial. Oh, Dreadwood now goes down the inside of G-Eazy. G-Eazy hangs it around the outside and just stays ahead for the time being. Tyler, all the meanwhile, catching this slot. Death Star sets the fastest lap just to dominate this race even further. Oh, and Humane got a nice bit of DRS there from the ghosted car in front. So I'll gain a little extra time on Comic. Sliced Bread though, still happy in P4. Dreadwood still putting pressure on G-Eazy in front. And Tyler still catching this lot all the while. Here comes Dreadwood again. Does he want that P5 straight away? To the inside of G-Eazy. Who's going to get the DRS? It's very close to making a bit of contact. On the exit, who got the better exit? It was slightly Dreadwood. And G-Eazy, he actually didn't get the DRS. So Dreadwood, he got the DRS. And he's now going to stay ahead and down the straight. And now Tyler has caught up to the back of this lot. So Tyler is ready to pounce. So Grizzler got the fastest lap, and then Death Star took it from him. So Grizzler can't even get one thing in his poor race, and Death Star wants all the domination. Meanwhile, Humane has caught up to the back of Comic, even though he's got more penalties. So Comic might just let Humane through, and he might just try and stick with him. Oh, as I say that though, Comic gets another penalty, and that puts them equal. So this is for position. And now that is a commentator's curse if I've ever seen one. But speaking of battling, Jeezy gets back ahead of Dreadwood. Dreadwood now has a DRS and he's ready to come back at Jeezy. And he up the hill into turn 3. Dreadwood's going to get the place back. Tyler waiting in the wings, trying to capitalise on Nisu's squabbles. On the exit, does he have enough speed to get both of them? Heading down the straight, neither of them have DRS, so here comes Tyler, gets squeezed to the grass a little bit. Just stays behind for now. Oh, and he made more contact, so here comes Tyler on the exit. Can he get on the inside of Jeezy? Into turn 6, can I go around the outside? No, just stays behind for now. So this battle for P5 still rages on. Oh, speaking of battles, Humane's now got Comic. Jeezy gets a penalty just as we cut away from them. But Comic now loses the position to Humane. And now they're both burning the battery. Humane wants to stay ahead of Comic. Comic's got the DRS, so here he comes down into turn 3. And he's going to go down the inside. Can he get it stopped in time? No, he can't. Humane with a switchback. And he's now got the DRS as well, so that'll help him pull away. Humane now takes P2. Dreadwood, though, he's still having this battle. With this lot, here comes Tyler. Riding on board with Dreadwood, he sees the battle. He sees Tyler going down the inside, but he's broken too late. Jeezy with the switchback. On the exit, who gets the DRS? It's Jeezy who gets the DRS. They're both burning the battery, though. Heading down the straight. Can Dreadwood try and capitalise? To the outside, Tyler. He wants to go down the inside. What a move there from Tyler, right on the outside of Jeezy. Dreadwood had a look. Couldn't get ahead. Idiot, he's now close to the back of Danan John as well. Dreadwood having a look down the inside into turn 6. Still just behind. Brilliant battling throughout the whole field. So can Tyler now sell after sliced bread in front of him? Although Jeezy still is sticking with Tyler, so can he get the position back maybe? Does he want the position back though? Because does he want to battle so hard? Here's turn 3, Jeezy just stayed behind. Does Idiot want to overtake Danan John? I think he's just happy getting dragged along by the lime car in front. So Grizzle on those soft tyres going fast. He may pull a Verstappen and pit, but he hasn't got enough of a gap on Humane to do that. So he's going to need to make that gap bigger if he wants to pit. So, considering the first 10 laps, this race has very much calmed down. Still got battles to decide though. Tyler is catching Jeezy. He's catching Sliced Bread, I should say. Jeezy. He's just happy getting total on by Tyler at the minute, because with Tyler's DRS, it means Dreadwood doesn't have a chance to overtake him. All the while, Danan John is also catching this slot. There's a huge battle for P4 still to be decided. As Grizzler, he now gets ahead of Chevy Wolves. Chevy Wolves, can he go back down the inside? No, he can't. Grizzler goes wide. On the exit, can Chevy Wolves get back ahead? Come Chevy Wolves, he's got more ERS. To the outside now of Grizzler. Can he make the move? Grizzler to the inside. Chevy Wolves around the outside. Grizzler gets oversteer on the exit, and Chevy Wolves gets back ahead of the Div 1 driver. Grizzler having a very poor race for his standards. But yeah, Tyler catching Sliced Bread and Danan John catching Dreadwood. We could end up with a 6-car battle for P4 in this race, just like we had at the start. The battles at the start were absolutely phenomenal. And we could have one at the end of this race too. Jeezy having a look at Tyler and on the exit, make a bit of contact. Does Jeezy want to make a move? No, he's just going to stay behind, I think. Oh, as Death Star gets another penalty, so he's on the same playing field as the three cars, as the other two cars in the top three. Sliced Bread, though, is doing a sterling job, though, to not get any penalties. And the penalties are going to play a factor, because Banana John has none. Tyler has none, and Sliced Bread has none, so it is interesting. Dredu got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, I think. As Comic now, he gets a 3-second time penalty, and he's gone off the track as well. So a mistake there from Comic. Did he get wing damage? It looks okay. But Comic, that was a big error there. Let's see how much time it loses him. Hey, oh, look at the gap going out to Sliced Bread. It lost him like 3 seconds. And it is getting a bit close to Sliced Bread. Sliced Bread could get a podium here. Because the gap is technically only 4 seconds. So Comic has just got to keep an eye on the back. He's given up P2 now. Humane is too fast for him. But he's just got to keep half an eye on the back. But Sliced Bread, he is under pressure of losing his P4 from Tyler behind, who is dragging this train of cars with him. And we are in for an almighty end to the race. And Tyler, he might want a podium, and he might want to clear Sliced Bread, and he might want to go after Comic in front. As Dredu gets another penalty, so his chances of getting in this P4 battle are diminishing with all the penalties he's picking up. As Tyler now, did he get DRS? I don't think he did. I think he just stayed behind for now. Will Tyler squirming out on the exit though? Oh, there's a bit of wing there. Dredu's just lost a bit of wing. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, Dredu's broken his wing, so I just have to get in a penalty. Dredu breaking his front wing, and he's gonna have to stay out and be really slow, or he's gonna have to pit, and that's gonna cost him a lot of time. So Dredu's race falling apart now. As oh, here comes Banana John trying to get ahead. Dredu's squirming around on the curb now. Right on poor Vidiax. Does he want both positions? Right on board with Dredu, observing the battle in front of him. So he nearly hits the back of him, just stayed behind for now. But Tyler now has caught Sliced Bread. So the battle for P4 is on. Jeezy just behind him as well, but it is now turned into a 2-horse race really for P4. With all the penalties and the damage for Dredu. Banana John can still catch up though, and he has not got any penalties. Tyler though is looking very quick, right behind Sliced Bread. And he's going to want to clear him very quickly. And down the straight, is Tyler going to be clever? Is he going to make the move into turn 1? Yes, he is. So Sliced Bread now, he's going to be the one with the DRS. And as now Tyler goes wide, Tyler goes deep into turn 1. Now, G-Eazy, he also gets ahead. So can G-Eazy now put pressure on him? And so Burr got a penalty, but he's now overtaken Dredude, who is serving a penalty and changing his front wing. G-Eazy, he's now to the inside of Sliced Bread, so he's got penalties, but G-Eazy now up to P4. Not a provisional P4, but on track it is. Tyler, though, he's right behind Sliced Bread. Banana John, he's catching these three, and he has not got any penalties. So, 3-way battle for P4 is still on, but does Jeezy want to try and pull away and get a 6-second gap? It would be an almighty task. But Tyler still putting pressure on Sliced Bread in front. Ooh, squirming around there, Tyler. It was practically sideways out the corner. And down the straight. Is Tyler close enough for a move? He's burning a bit of battery. Sliced Bread also burning a bit of his battery. Does Tyler want to shake for a move into turn 3? Gonna go down his side. It's risky. Sliced Bread left in the room, but he's still just behind for now. And down the next straight, Jeezy making it a little bit of a gap there on the car behind. We haven't really talked about him much, but Death Star still leading the way, 14 seconds from Humane, and he's 10 seconds from Comic. The battle at the front has not been very enthralling this race. The battle behind, though, has been incredible. Sliced Bread. Still under pressure from Tyler. Tyler really ramping up the pressure now. His mediums are very quick compared to Sliced Bread's old hards. Does he want to shake for a move now? Sliced Bread very low on battery compared to Tyler. Banana John's dropped back a little bit from this fight. Heading round first corner. Sliced Bread still burning his battery. Tyler just saving it for now. Ooh, Tyler getting a big snap of oversteer on the exit. That's going to ruin a run that he might have had. Idiot, he's been behind Banana John for a while now, but he's got a penalty, so it won't make a difference even if he did overtake. Oh, speaking of overtake, Tyler's got a sliced bread. I don't know what happened there, but Tyler overtakes Sliced Bread, and that is now a net P5. G-Eazy's broken the DRS. 2 Tyler behind. But Tyler is now in a net P4. Can Sliced Bread keep with him, though? He's very low on battery, though, Sliced Bread. But he wants that position back. He's burning his battery to get back ahead. Here he comes, Sliced Bread to the inside of turn 3. He got the DRS there, Sliced Bread to the inside. He gets back ahead of Tyler on the exit, though. It was very deep, and they're battling all the while. There's a spinner at the back. Oh, and there's a virtual safety car. Babish has gone into a wall. We have a virtual safety car. It would have been very feisty if a safety car just got deployed. But it is just VSC. And this could be a chance for Tyler to try and get the jump on Sliced Bread on the restart. Sliced Bread get the jump on Tyler on the restart, but they just want to make sure they don't get a drive-through penalty, because that is a race ruiner. We await when we get back going. Let's just make sure nobody's running out of fuel. Everybody is fine on fuel. And we now get going. Nobody got a drive for a penalty. Sliced Bread got a great restart. And he's now ahead of G-Eazy. So he's in a very good position here to get P4 in this race as G-Eazy gets another penalty after going on the curb. As G-Eazy's coming back though at Sliced Bread. Tyler waiting in the wings. He's watching from the background. G-Eazy on the outside. Sliced Bread back down the inside. Forced him to the curb. On the exit though, can Tyler try and get both of them? G-Eazy didn't get the DRS, Sliced Bread did. And then down the straight. Can Tyler shake for a move on Sliced Bread down the inside? Just has to stay behind for now. Sliced Bread though, really losing a lot of time. And Tyler is all over back of him. G-Eazy right behind them as well. This is a great battle for P4. It's just like the start of the race. Death Star started the penultimate lap, so we've got 2 laps to go of this battle. Tyler, can he get up to P4? Oh, and he's at the back of Sliced Bread down in the last corner. Banana John gets a penalty. That won't affect it though, because he's got less penalties than the people around him. But Tyler though, can he get ahead of Sliced Bread? Sliced Bread burning his battery. He doesn't want to let Tyler pass. I think Tyler's just saving his battery for the last lap. Oh, as I didn't even see G-Eazy. He wants both of them. A 3 wide. It's turn 1. G-Eazy down the inside. Sliced Bread on the exit. He's right behind him. Tyler's lost a bit of time. Banana John is now caught up to this pack. But Sliced Bread is getting back at G-Eazy. Tyler's now got a car in between him and Tyler. Or does he want to try and get it back? G-Eazy trying to hang it around the outside of Sliced Bread. And on the exit, he's just going to have to concede for now. So the order is Sliced Bread, G-Eazy, Tyler, Banana John, and Idiot. But the order after penalties is Sliced Bread, Tyler, Banana John, Idiot, and G-Eazy. Comet gets another penalty. He's caught it fine with him and Sliced Bread, but he should be fine. The gap's 4 seconds. As all now, Sliced Bread gets a penalty, so that completely changes the context. But we've still got a mad dash here on the last lap. Death Star's absolutely dominating. He's far ahead. But look at the battling back here. Here comes Jeezy to the inside of Sliced Bread. Down the inside of turn 1. He gets ahead. He gets a DRS, crucially. Going down a straight. Sliced Bread will have no DRS to defend. Here comes Tyler to the inside of both of them. Can he get ahead? Yes, he can on the inside. Tyler to the inside. Jeezy trying to get ahead. But now John's squirming around in the back. But he's just behind. Meanwhile, Death Star absolutely dominated. Led every lap. Wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Humane coming around the last corner to finish P2. It's a Div 1-1-2. Comic with an incredibly commendable drive to come home and finish P3. Well, this is where all the action is at. What has happened? Bernard John spun out. He's made contact with Idiot at the back. As these two spiraling down, losing a ton of time. Tyler's P4. Sliced Bread is P5. Jeezy's got penalties. He's actually going to keep that P6 after them two made contacts. Comet gets P3 as a crash after the line. Tyler will come home for a very hard fought P4. Sliced Bread will hang on to P5 after incredible battling. Jeezy P6. And Idiot and Bernard John, after colliding on the last lap, will finish P7 and 8. And then so Burt, is he actually going to jump one of them in the end? No, he just stayed P9. Grizzler Div 1, very tough race for him. P10, the last of the finishers on the lead lap. What a race we just witnessed in Austria. Incredible battles. The first 10 laps were some of the greatest racing I've ever seen. And yeah, what a race. Incredible action all the way through. Do we want to do post-race interviews? I mean, yeah, we can do post-race interviews. I don't see what. Let me join voice chat. Race interviews. So that is your order, ladies and gentlemen. What a race we just had here at Austria. Death Star dominating the whole way through. Wins from Humane. Comic, a very commendable P3. Oh, and speaking of Death Star, we have got him in the chat right now. Can you hear me, Death Star?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, I mean, I'd like to comment on your race, but there wasn't really much to comment on.
You could comment on the fact that I made a pit stop.
Yeah, that was a very interesting pit stop. About lap 16.
Yeah. It wasn't that actually. It wasn't as boring as it seems.
Yeah, I mean, it was very exciting behind you. If that makes you any happier.
Yeah, I was watching the stream.
Yeah, it was very exciting behind you. Sorry I wasn't there to give you a bit of company. But yeah, I mean, leading from start to finish is probably a good way to start the season. You won Silverstone after battling every lap, and then you won Austria leading every lap. So
technically, I didn't lead every lap.
Did you not? Oh, I thought you did.
No, because when I made my pit stop, Humane was leading that lap, and then he pit.
Right. Well. Well, still.
I enjoyed lapping cars.
Yeah, the point is that you were very dominant, and yeah, nothing can really stop you. So let's hope that doesn't get replicated next week in Belgium. But yeah, not much to say really. Can't really comment on your race. Good job leading every lap and winning by miles. So
thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll see you next week then for Div 1.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah. We'll see if anybody else wants to come. Might just be Death Star we get. And Davito says interview myself. I'm not sure about that. Won't really be much to say. Oh, we've got someone in. Someone in. Sliced bread. Sliced bread. Can you hear me? Okay. Oh, hello, sliced bread. Can you hear me? You might be on mute. Just in case. I've got sliced bread in the chat, but maybe some connection issues. Okay, he's left again. Never mind. Oh, he's joined back now. Okay, I don't think he's joined it. Okay, well, I don't think we're getting anyone else in post-race interview, so I think I will just end the stream here. So thank you all for watching this final preseason race of Hyperdrive, and next week you'll be joining us for season 2. First race is on Friday in Div 3, and please join us because if it's anything to go by from these preseason races, we've got an incredible season ahead of us. So thank you all for watching, and join us next week for the actual season. Goodbye.